All right, welcome back to some more Our Darkest Days. This is a new update, as you guys can see here. The whole relationship thing, like the whole system with your survivors and whatnot. Anyway, see, Frank and Sebastian, they are uneasy. Wait, from having so many heads under one roof. I'm confused. Like, we guys just saying like it's bunched up. Like, if that's the case, then it should apply to everybody, then, right? Why is it only just between us two? It's like the fact that it said so many heads under one roof, and I'm like, anyway, found a moment of okay. Let me see. Wouldn't it be Sebastian and Diana though? This don't make sense right here with those two. Since well, whatever. I mean, to argue about certain people not pulling their weight. That's crazy. Huh. Well, it's going. No way. No, it's going down because it's flashing red. See, swap stories of times before the outbreak. I mean, whatever, I guess. But yeah, I was reading the patch notes or whatever because I'm like, how many days I'm behind? Like 6 days behind, so almost a week behind. Like reporting from the 11th because right now I'm recording the 17th. So yeah, because I was recording other stuff, and then so I just didn't feel like recording for a little bit. And I was taking a break, and the show just become cramped. People are starting to grumble about the lack of person space. What the freak you mean? This big freaking this like the top three biggest settlement in the game, if I'm not mistaken. What you talking about is freaking cluttered. Ain't no way you're saying it's cluttered. The freak you mean it's cluttered up in here? The freak. Whatever. Yeah, so the episode that was supposed to be this episode, if that makes sense, yeah, I deleted because I was looking through my record file. I was like, freak. I was like, I didn't record or upload this video. Then I was like, listen to like the not commentary, yeah, commentary, and I was like, some of the stuff I was saying, like, nah. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I'm just put it like that. I just didn't like it, so I was just like, freak, I'm just gonna delete it. And then Sue was like it was like 3 weeks old because I think when I recorded it was like the week before Thanksgiving, and when I found that video, it was freaking December the freaking like 15 or something like that. I was like, yeah, it's too late to. I ain't gonna say this. It was too late. It's just more than I want to do it. So I was like, freak it. But yeah, this is also one of the new stuff as well. The red grape juice. But yeah, anyway, I'm not a big fan of this update. It's not. It doesn't provide much like as far as I read, besides the relationship thing or whatever. As you see, we don't have a morale system no more. That's the whole point of the relationship. Wait a minute. No, wait, do have the morale system. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I could have sworn they said they got rid of the morale system. Yeah, like the bar down here, or unless I misread that or something. I could have sworn yeah, I don't know. Then so you can instead of just like me pressing 1, 2 and swapping the characters, press on their portfolio and just swap them. I mean, it's easy to like maneuver around like the survivors or whatever in the settlement. So I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a big W. It's just a small W. So I mean, it's something. But realize that this update is not all that and not worth the wait because the relationship thing is alright, but it's not something like I necessarily think that we need in this game. Like I said, personally, I think we need like a weapon balance, like I've been saying for like the past like since I've been playing this game. Because like I said, the game, like the zombies, they feel very overwhelming. Like if you want to go loud, it seems like it's next to impossible. Because especially like melee weapons. Because me personally, I just playing on normal settings on my other playthrough. I had 2 or 3 people that got freaking infected, and I realized too, um, how you know your character's gonna get infected? They get the deep wound. Because most time when they get it, they're dead. Because with my luck, I don't know what the percentage is, but I feel like it's more than 50%. Because both characters I had, they broke out in fever, and if you get like Dallas where people some I think no, I'm trying to think. So when you get the deep wound, I want to say the first like the next day or next phase or whatever, you'll get like saying something about getting a fever. And then it goes from fever to your wellness leaking like fluid slash blood as well, but just fluid in general. Then once it does that, and I want to say that's when your character turns, or there's another dialogue or something like that. I want to say it's something about no, actually I think it's a third stage. Something about your eyes and turning like yellowish or reddish or some crap like that, and you're like can't sleep or whatever. Then after that, that's when your character returns. So what happened with me? All right, I'm back. My bad. Yeah. So I forgot one. That was my phone. I don't know if I'm gonna cut that out the vid. Not well. I should, cause I'm pretty sure that shit was loud as hell. But yeah, as I was saying though, yeah, I feel like yeah, like I said, melee is next to impossible. And like I said, you guys know how I am with dodging. It's kind of buggish. Either that, or I'm just like just trash at just with just dodging in general. Maybe just both, but yeah. Um, so that was saying like, and then speaking about the melee, they add up like a new what's the word I'm looking for, like a mechanic feature, whatever you want to call it. So like when you hit a zombie, like you can do crit. I guess you can say crit damage, I guess, or like pretty much that, and also it creates like a window, a small window. So how you go about like stealth killing a zombie. So you can do the same thing when the zombie is aggro, but like I said, it depends on what weapon you're using. So if I'm using a knife, that's like percentage is like lower. But if I'm like using like a sledgehammer or a bat, anything that's like does like high damage, like mid to high damage, or especially high damage, it's like I'm pretty sure like it'll prop up like every time pretty much. But something like this pool stick, yeah, or pool cue, same thing, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, something like that, it doesn't prop up that much. So it's not impossible, but it just won't pop up that much. The knife has a better chance because it does like a medium damage, so, or a combat knife in a way. So yeah. So that was the actually good part of that. But if we're talking about like the overall update itself, I honestly don't care for it, if I'm being honest. Like now the next update's supposed to be coming out in January. That one looks actually more interesting because they're actually gonna be adding the stadium, like yeah, adding the stadium in the game, which is right up here actually. I think it's top left if I'm not mistaken. If I can wait, how do I navigate in this? Oh, no, mouse button. It's right. Where the frick is it at? I saw it over here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, the Pickett's Stadium. Yeah, so it's on the west. Yeah, far west actually. So that will be a district once January, like when the update comes out in January. So yeah, because I think everything else. Yeah, these are districts here. So anything that actually has like a name or whatever, that's an actual active district in the game. So I'm sure they're gonna add like maybe this will be a district later down the road, and this, and you get the idea of this as well. But for now, it's just like vacant for now. So same thing with this district here, and all the way up here. So yeah, yeah. And they said something about resources. I don't know if they were like talking about they like overall for like all difficulties. I don't know if they talking about some handicapping the resources, or if they're somehow like increasing it. I don't know what they were implying with that part right there. If they were decreasing it, then that's dumb, because yeah, it's pretty much no resources like in these like the places that you go to. Because like when you even like even if it says 3 bars, I don't know if you guys notice like the like for example with food, it's always been garbage. It's like it's majority of water or like dog food or some just like low quality stuff. Like it's like pretty much pointless. Like even getting it because it's so garbage. I mean, you can still get it, but it's like the dog food. It makes your character sick, and once your character gets sick, aka that queasy effect or whatever, they don't recover as much food when they eat food. So yeah, I was saying it's pointless eating that. Snacks is good. It's just you got what's her name? That Avery. She drops morale, but I mean it's not a big deal. But Yeah, but it's just like I feel like they should add more resources than it's saying, especially if it's like the settlements. So you got these events and stuff that's in the game, and it's like raising up these zombie hordes as you like your campaign progresses or whatever. Cause I know that's this too. I mean, it should have been. I should know since the first week I was playing this game, but yeah, this game you can't play it like infinitely. Like just keep playing it for like the same game or whatever for like months. You absolutely have to finish like quickly. Like, cause I mean, the whole objective is to like escape. So it's pretty much like a game I can think of was like State of Decay. Cause State of Decay, you have like a few establishments to like loot. But see, the thing about State of Decay that I like better than this is see like with State of Decay, you. She said, how can I explain this? So like the loot in State of Decay, you get a lot more. Like, cause it has same like mechanics like this game, like food, building materials, and what else was it? I can't think what other. Oh yeah, medicine. Yeah, but thing about that game, you get more equipment, loot. So, I mean, you don't get like a whole bunch of loot where it's like, oh, this is a free play. Like, I mean, it's an easy like gameplay, whatever. No, because you have like zombies. I forget the name of those red zombies, but like if you get hit by them, your survivors have a chance of turning, but you have to have like a medical station, this and that, have like the cure and this and that. But you have to kill those zombies to get the cure. So I feel like they should put something like that in this game, so where you can make like a cure or something like that, so like it has a chance of actually let me rephrase that. Yeah, so your characters can have a higher chance of surviving rather than just, oh, let me just banish my wound and take some medicine and just call it a day. Just hopefully I don't turn. Obviously, if we're going with like zombie movies, logics and stuff like that, we all know like the only way of stopping the infection is to amputate that part of your body. So if it's your hand, you gotta cut off your hand. If it's on your stomach, then GG. I don't think you can even cut off a piece of your stomach without. If we're talking like the actual like we're not even talking like the intestine, like actual like your actual stomach. Like this, I think it's just GG. You're just dead. Like seriously, like we're just talking about like limbs, like arms, legs, yeah, that type of stuff. So yeah, I was saying this game, it's realistic to a certain degree, but if we're talking about like from a game like video game perspective, it's kind of overpowered with like the whole infected rates. Because I know you can change that, but I don't think I can change it now since I've already started my game play. I don't think I can, unless I missed it or something. I think you can get like do it before you actually load the game up. But either way, yeah, because I'm playing on normal. I think I am, or was I playing on custom settings? But I don't think I touched the infection rate, so it should be normal. Because that's what my other gameplay is. It's on normal, so I'm like, yeah, that like the normal settings for like the infection rate is pretty like high, because it's like you have no chance of surviving. I think I have like one or two people in this playthrough though that had got the deep wound like states, but I mean I got lucky they got cured for it though, like Sebastian, I think, who got it, yeah. So I think Sebastian got it like once or twice if I'm not mistaken. So, but like I said though, that's my thing with the infection thing. I feel like they should like add a cure or something in the game, or some type of medicine that can at least like counter it. Like not for like 100%, like you'll recover from 100%, but like add like a 25% more plus the base like recovery rate from turning, something like that. Because like yeah, like I said, like the infection rate is ridiculous. Like I feel like just meleeing is like pointless in this game. If we're talking like from like a loud perspective, yeah, it's pretty pointless. Because like I don't know how it is in this gameplay. I mean, it's like bits of blur since I've been playing off recording my other gameplay or whatever. But I know my other gameplay, I'm going by it, like I've been kind of loud with it. Like I said, I had two survivors got killed, even the main character, which I'm still pissed about that actually. So that's I'm like, yeah. Then especially since the main character is actually specialized in like hand-to-hand combat, that I'm saying like doesn't make any sense with like how the whole infection rates and also getting deep. That's the thing too about the deep wound thing. I feel like your character shouldn't get that from just one damn hit. Your character should get it if it's like one. If I think it's the only time when it should get it. If it's your character's like health is like very very low. At that, and I guess if it's like big a big zombie or whatever, if it's such like a regular like runner or lurker, what you want to call them, that's just what I'm calling them, like lurkers, the ones kind of background, or just like the ones that patrol or whatever, or the ones that sprints, or the ambushers or whatever. I feel like you shouldn't get a deep cut from just one or two hits from them. Now the big dudes or chicks, yeah, I can see getting a deep wound from them because I mean they do more damage and they're like the toughest like zombie breed in the game if I'm not mistaken. Because like I said, I haven't went to this I forget the name of that zone, but the like you get what I'm saying, like the infected zone or whatever. So I'm like, I haven't encountered that because I don't know what the frick is that, and I don't know how you even trigger it. So I think it's been in the game, but I just don't know how to trigger it though, or where it's located at. So as you can see, I've went all down south. I'm starting to go up north. I'm gonna try to explore like downtown in this playthrough. So yeah, but right now I'm trying to see what exactly do I need to get. Because right now I'm just yapping about the updates, which like I said, I'm not a big fan of it. It doesn't bring too much to the table since we've been waiting like a month or so for this update. So I think they're just only doing one update a month. I haven't been keep track of that either, but I think it's just one update per month, which I wouldn't say it's too bad if it actually brings a lot of content to the game. Like I said, this update is garbage. I'm just being 100. It's honestly garbage. It's like it doesn't bring any like type of like for like if we're talking about like from like a creator point of view, it doesn't bring much to the table. It's like nothing to really cover. All you did was just add like relationships to the survivors, which cool I guess, but I think we should have like focused more on like resources, like how much you can gather from like a certain like establishment or whatever. Like for a restaurant, I feel like you should get like at least like maybe like if we're talking like some cooked dishes or whatever, like a restaurant, I feel like you should get like at least like 6 or 7. Like I don't care what difficulty you're playing on, you should get like at least a good amount, especially if it's at 3 bars. But if it's like at a bookstore or something like that, you shouldn't find no food. If you do find food, let it be a snack. Because I'm like, it doesn't make sense for actually like a whole like food dish you can find at a bookstore or whatever, like something like that. But I said they should have focused on that and also combat, which they kind of did, but not really to the point what I want them to. I want them to focus on like the durability of the weapons, also how much output damage it does towards zombies, because I feel like the zombies they can get very weird. Because I mean, if you watch my gameplay, especially like at the beginning, these monks be taking hits, and yeah. But I think they said something about them taking. I just realized something too about that. They stagger, but again, it has to be like a heavy weapon for it to be like a very, useful for that new feature into the game. But yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, overall, I just don't really care for this update. I just feel like it doesn't bring much to the table. That's why I'm like actually didn't bother to like record this game like as soon as the update came out, because it just wasn't nothing really to cover for real about it, unfortunately. So, but next month it should be actually good because, like I said, the whole like stadium, like district or whatever, just a whole stadium itself being added to the game. So yeah. So I guess we'll see how that goes, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be recording this game like by the time like next year. If I'm being honest, I'll probably be focused on other games. I'll be buying other games too as well. So yeah. I had this game for like what 3 or 4 months, and it was okay. Like the first month, the reason I said okay, 'cause it was pretty buggyish, and I mean very buggy. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess you can say. Because I think this game is still in early access, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I'm trying to get games that's like early access, like too much like shit. I don't really say it's like it's shit. Like it's not saying like I'm like the greatest game, like it's like dog shit or it's just crap. Like don't buy this game. Be like beware when playing slash buying this game. Sarah, it's like not giving that type of review, but it's just like it's something to like just watch other people play every now and just like see what the state is like later down the road. It's like right now, I don't feel like it's worth the prices. Like it's right like right now it is. I think it's like $29.99 if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. So I think I bought it on sale or something like that. I think. I don't feel like looking up right now, but I think that's what the price it was. And as I'm looking up anyway. But yeah, so I think for this episode, besides me just yapping, I think I'm gonna go to the gas station. So yeah, actually I just realized it's $24.99. That's not bad. Well, actually, I feel like it was higher than that. Yeah, I feel like it was higher. No, I guess it was that price. It wasn't a 20, so actually $24.99 is not bad. Yeah, I thought it was like $29.99. So actually, the price ain't bad. It's just it's pretty buggy, like game breaking wise. Like I don't know if it is now because I didn't read all those patches. Because I mean, I read like half of it, but I got bored reading some of that stuff, and it's like some of that stuff wasn't relating to like my like playthrough. So I was like, I'm done reading this. That's how I am like with most games. If it's not affecting my gameplay, it's like I'm not for real all that crap because it was like a good like 20 or close to pushing 30 like stuff they like quote unquote patched or whatever fixed. So I was like, yeah, I'm not for real all that. I read a good amount of it, but it's like at some point it's just like I'm just gonna not read all that. And also speaking of not reading all that, I'm not gonna go to that gas station, that the other one, because I just realized that mug got 4 skulls. 2, I don't have no ammunition for real, for real. So yeah, and we don't have any firearm parts. Speaking of firearm parts, Joe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the pistol. I mean, pistol ammunition do I have? Because I think I'm gonna just dismantle it. We have 6, so that's actually be stupid if I do that. So I'm gonna use up the pistol ammunition first. Then I'm actually gonna dismantle the pistol because I also came to the conclusion that for the Defender is the most garbage pistol. I forgot what the other one's called. Because this is the default pistol if I'm not mistaken. I forgot the other one's called, but it's better than that one. And it holds more, and this clip is bigger. So if we were talking about like gun wise, the best one to get is the soft shotgun, the 357. See this M16, aka the AR. It's alright, but the only thing I don't like about it is a burst. And some games that's good because of accuracy, but in this game, since we don't have a good like, well, I just find that you don't have a good like steady income of like firearm parts. Because if that's the case, then you have to dismantle all guns that you come across and just focus on 2 weapons, which you can argue that that's probably what I should be doing. That's what awesome kind of like just getting rid of pistols so I can actually get the weapon parts. And also because I don't really like the pistols, but that's kind of boring. Like, I like to have variety. I'm pretty sure you guys like seeing variety of me using different weapons. So that's no reason why I didn't chose that right at the gates. But and now since I've gotten into this game for the past like 2 or 3 months, yeah, I've noticed that that's not the way. So yeah. If I'm being honest, I'm just probably just to get for the rest of this episode. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else because I'm actually running out of time. Actually, because I didn't start recording the time I actually wanted to record. But yeah, yeah. But like I said, though, I'm not really too keen about this. Then the fact that this is a major update on top of that, I don't feel like this is a major update. I find it just as a minor update, like the whole friendship slash morale updates. I don't feel like that's a major update. I feel like that's like misleading. Like not even misleading, but just like you're just overhyping the updates. That's what I'm trying to say. Like seriously, like this is a minor like addition to the game. It's not major. Like we didn't really need this. If I'm being honest, 'cause like I said, I don't see how this like. It's cool like the survivors they can like you can see how like their progression is like with each other, like if they like each other or not, this and that. Um, but it's just like overall, I don't see that as a big like improvement to the game. Like saying it's a major update, I feel like that's yeah, you're just kind of just like clickbaiting. Like it's not a major update, it's just a minor. This ain't nothing huge. Like as far as like the guns or whatever, the guns that was a huge update, aka major update. This right here isn't major. I just find it just minor. It's like like I can care if we had this or not. Like care less if we had it not. So I'm like, yeah, like seriously, because as you can see, they added this as well. So for example, with the whole morale system too. So if you get wounded, that affects your morale for your character as well. If you're bleeding, or obviously if you know you're starving, it's gonna affect the morale. Etc. Etc. As you can see here, they're well rested. So I think that improves their morale over time instead of me just going to the entertainment like station or whatever. So yeah. But other than that. Wait, this survivor takes less damage than some of this traits only active when it's high morale. Oh, let me see the other survivors. I'm pressing the wrong thing. So, like I said, I still don't find that as a major, like, addition to the game. Like, I see that, let me see, chance to gain junk food at the start of a phase. That one's not bad. Who's another person? I'm just going through to see, like, all the, So this is rest slower than other survivors. Okay. Sebastian, what's yours? See, chance to gain the weapon parts at start. So, wait, what the frick was that? Hold up. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, wait. Jaded. 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 Oh, because it's this freaking. Yeah, this right here. That's why. I was like, Jaded. It's like, what the frick I get that from? Another snack hunter. Who did I miss? I think it was Sebastian. Chance to gain base resources at the. Okay. So overall, I mean, this is a nice addition to the game. Just due to the if you have your survivors morale high. But if we're talking about like it's considered a major addition to the game, I find it not. It's nice. Don't twist my words up, but so like I said at the start, it's like I was like talking hella shit about like the game itself. Not doing that. I'm just saying it's not a major addition to the game. It's just a minor addition to the game. Like my definition of major is like adding like multiple weapons, multiple characters in the game, different settlements or two, just adding just a relationship like system to the game slash what was the other one? Relationship and something else. Uh, yeah, just good idea. And fixing on like enhancing the morale system. It's not major. It's just minor. Like seriously, that sounds like I don't see that from like a content creator like perspective like that's being like a major like part of the game. It's just minor. So that's why I'm like kind of annoyed that we didn't get like an actual big update to the game. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah, Yeah. So that's pretty much what I got to say on the update itself. I just give it like overall, like, if I'm being honest, a 5 out of 10. I didn't really care for it. Like, it's alright. I don't hate it, but at the same time I don't like it. So yeah. Then also they said something about I don't know if I misread that too or just misremember it, but they some they had a chance for a survivor to, like, your recruiting has a deep wound. I don't know if they said it increased or just saying like now you have a survivor to, like, if you're trying to recruit them like now in the future, they have a chance to get the deep wound or have the deep wound status already, which is dumb considering that that person won't be useful for like only like what 2 or 3 phases, especially if they don't, heal up properly. Well, not even heal up properly if they just don't heal in general. So it's just like, what's the point in recruiting that person if they're just gonna turn then just put negative effects on your survivors? I just don't feel like that was worth even adding to the game. Like, wounds, sure. I mean, you guys seen I think I got Christina. What's her name? Yeah, Kristen. I think I recruited her in this playthrough. I think she had a wound, I think. Just a minor, like, scratch. It wasn't a deep wound, it was just a regular scratch or just regular wound or whatever. That's not the major, but having a chance of a survivor having a deep wound is dumb. Like, that was saying they need to add some, like, um medicine to the game, like a cure or something. Like, you can like take samples from zombies or whatever and make some type of like bootleg, like antidote or some type of like, just like the like a flu shot pretty much. Like, you inject like small doses of the virus into your body so like your immune system can like get stronger against the virus, like a full, like, you know like the full dosage of a virus. Like, if you actually get it from someone, something, etc., you get the point. But yeah. And they also, speaking of medicine, they made it to where the splint is now, yeah, you can make it on the first medical area. Like the first, like once you first make the medical area. So, because at first, when you make it, you can only get the bandage and the healing kit, and then when you go to the second, you get the medicine and the splints. Medicine makes sense, splints, and it makes sense for it to be in the second one, which that's why they put in the first one. But I think they said something about that. So speaking about that too, I think they said something about, I may have misread that too. Let me look down here real quick. Let me see. So I think, yeah, when you, again, could have misread it, but I think they said something about when you upgrade to level 2, doesn't decrease like the resource cost. As you saw for level 3, it does decrease what the I'm trying to say here, the cost for making the med kits or anything in general at that station. So yeah, as I was saying, like, that wasn't necessary if that's what I read, but whatever. But cool on the splints, being, able to be recruited, that's a recruited, being able to make it at the first level of the medical area. So cool. Okay. Everybody is happy. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we didn't get any negative events or positive. I mean, besides the everybody liking each other more, but yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna need to go back and read the patch or just update notes itself again. Cause like I said, I gave up looking at like a good 25, maybe 35, 40% of that crap. Cause like, especially like the patch and stuff. Cause like I said, it wasn't relevant to my gameplay. But yeah, like I said, I don't hate the game. I just hate how it's like update. like the updates are like listed as. I'm talking about major when it's not a major, because I'm like, it's doesn't bring much to the game, like seriously. Because I'm like reading something. I didn't see this section right here. It's like a data section where it's like survivors kicked out the most. It says Lester, Vince, Robbie, Avery, and Rahul. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Rahul. The Chem dude that you find at church or whatever. And it's the least people that's kicked out is Daphne, Penny. Who kicks it out? Who kick out the main character anyway? Sebastian. That's dumb. Lee and Hector. And then since the most characters left behind was Christine. Why? If she's not the only herb character in the game, then I can see why. Because she doesn't provide much of it, like besides the herbs. I mean, but she does though. That's good enough for me, in my point of view. It is. If you specialize in herbs, then yeah, that's good enough. But if she's the only herb like character in the game, like herbalist that's in the game, I don't know why the community is leaving her behind the most. That's dumb. If she's only like herbalist in the game. But whatever. Let me see. Survivors who experience the most grief, which is Michelle. That's I don't have her. That's it's one of the Asian like chicks in the game. I think it's only third besides Kristen, and I forgot the other chick name. She's one of the siblings, one of the main characters. But yeah, what's this other section? Number of Walton City doors destroyed. That's not relevant. Number of survivors who turn into a zombie. 267,000. So I'm not exaggerating with the whole like infection rate. That's what I'm saying. Like that isn't saying like characters like died, like just from like falling off the building or just getting mauled to death by zombies or getting shot, stabbed. You get the idea because you can get. So speaking about shot and stabs, I don't know if you guys remember from the beginning of the series. I don't know if you guys remember that trailer park, the one that's when I went inside that trailer. I guess you would say trailer cabinet, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you guys remember that secret bunker that was under the bed or whatever. So if you just walk up to a buddy, he will start stabbing you. Almost died with Christine. Was it Christine? No, Michelle. Almost died with Michelle. So just FYI, if you want to play this game stuff, he's hostile. So and you get grief regardless. So if that's what you're also wondering as well, you still get grief whether you still kill him or aggro him just by walking up to him. Yeah, you'll still get the grief status. So yeah, and also with that meat locker room too. When I didn't go fully up into it all the way, I did like a few weeks. I think it was the week of Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. I went fully up in there, and I don't think it was up in there. It was an execution. What was it? Executioner or execution pistol? So you know, can use that like doing like stealth attacks. It's kind of loud, more or less. I haven't actually used it, but I was looking at the stats. It's kind of loud, but not stupid loud. So the point you shouldn't use it in stealth, but it's kind of loud. So I wouldn't use it if you have like a background zombie like right next to the zombie that you're trying to like sneak or stealth kill. So yeah. Let's see the longest. Wait, the longest a player has survived until February the 21st, 1985. Wait, how do I see my? What the freak? Huh? 1980. Only reason why I think somebody survived for 5 years in this game is due to only having like 2 or 3 survivors. Which you can by all means do that with some like start like characters, but yeah, if we're doing like me, where I got like what's that 6 people right there? Yeah, you can't do that. Because like I said, the establishments they don't respawn loot. Once you loot out, it's GG. That's another thing too. Well, like I said, it doesn't make sense more or less. But if you're talking about from a game perspective, it does make sense where the loot, some loot should respawn after like a few like weeks, like at least a week or two in game. I feel like you should get like some loot should like respawn back just for like game sake wise. But if we're talking like realistic like point of view, it doesn't make sense because like why would somebody reoccupy this like why would somebody restock like locations during the zombie apocalypse? So it's like yeah, it's like mixed messages with that like addition to the game, but mm, like I said though, or you can just put like an option to where that's so you can make an option, have an option to the game where you can like check it out like to a point where loot doesn't respawn at all, or loot respawns like in a week or a few days. You get the point, but yeah, I feel like they should add something like that to the game. But yeah, like I said, this whole relationship slash morale thing, this honestly should have came like later in the game, like once the game was like pretty much close to like, or if not, when it comes out of like early access. Like, why isn't early access? I feel like this wasn't needed right now. Like, sure, we need it. Like, not. I'm gonna say we need it. It can be added into the game like later down the road, but as far as like right now, no, because it doesn't add any like benefits to the game besides like the snacks and stuff, like the characters find snacks or whatever into the game, whatever. Like that's cool and all, but it's nothing like too crazy because it's not guaranteed. It's like 50-50, which is not bad, but either what I'm saying though, it's not like you instantly get it. So yeah, but anyway, I think I got my point across to you guys about the whole like update itself. It's not bad, but it's also not good. But I will say this though, it's not a major update. It's a minor update. Because like I said, they have it listed as a major update, which I don't see nothing major about this. I'm just being 100. I don't see nothing major. So unless I missed something that I didn't read or read, but yeah, I didn't see anything that was considered a major addition to the game. It was just, it's nice, but this could have waited. You could have added something that was actually more valuable to the community besides this. Like if you add like I said, you add like the cure and I guess like cure, but like a vaccine, yeah, that and like a few weapons on top of it, then you could say it was major with the morale system and the slash relationship system. But just with the relationship system and the morale, I don't find it as major and nothing to really like cover up on, if I'm being honest. It's just like one of the things like I just don't care about. Like seriously, like if I get it, I get it. If I don't, it's just like whatever. Like seriously. So yeah. Like I said, what I want to the game is rework the damages with the weapons, like the durability and the actual damage output. You get the idea, but especially the durability. I would say fix the durability more than the damage. I feel like the weapons shouldn't be breaking, especially if it's like modern weapons. Handcrafted, I can see that because it's not made professionally by somebody and with the right equipment. But if I'm talking like the combat knife and stuff like that and a fire axe, it shouldn't be dying after killing 5 zombies or something like that. I feel like you should get at least 20 zombies worth out of it, not just 5 or 6 zombies. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I can see a baseball bat, sure, a wooden baseball bat, but if it's talking about metal baseball bats, bruh, I should be getting at least 10 kills with that baseball bat, if I'm being honest. If it's a metal baseball bat. Wooden baseball bat, I say 3, maybe 2, but 3 at max. I'm not counting the amounts of hits, including I'm just talking about like how much zombies you should get, regardless of the hits. You have to, I mean, how many times you have to use it on a zombie. I know some zombies you have to use like 2 or 3 times, like with some weapons, but you get the point, or more if it's weak as freak. But some like actual like reliable weapons, it's like 2 to 3 hits max. So yeah, but yeah. So like I said, this wasn't more of a review, like my own opinion slash my vision on on this game, or not game, but the update itself. I just feel like it wasn't needed right now. Like lay down the road, sure, but it wasn't needed right now. Should have added something else, because it's not something that can hold me off until like, you know, the January updates. That's why I said I wasn't too much in a hurry to record this game, because like I said, I waited like almost a week after the release date. So yeah. So if I'm being honest, I might just record like maybe 1 or 2 episodes after this with actual gameplay, and that's probably it. Not it in general, but might be it, unless the next update, quote unquote, is not an actual update and it's actually garbage. Then I'll probably just be done with this game for a while. I mean like a few months, because I'm going to be buying some more games when the Steam sale comes out for Christmas or whatever. So that's why I said I wasn't too like annoyed by the lack of updates for a quote unquote major update of the game. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get butthurt about it. But I'm like I said though, it is what it is. But my point is, this is not a major update. This is a minor update. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, I'll see you guys next episode.